Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, as you can see, we have the fan on the table, so we're going to be doing another pick a card reading. And this reading is timeless. Whenever this video comes into your awareness, that means there's a message in here for you. And if you've seen some of my other pick a cards, we actually pick a door. Right away, we'll close our eyes and go to pick a door. Now, if you happen to look at pick a door and it doesn't resonate with you at all, then this message might be applicable for you eventually. So don't forget it. Maybe jot it down and see what happens in the next couple of weeks. All right? All right. So without further ado, let's get started. I want you to close your eyes and take a big, deep, relaxing breath, however that feels to you. And in your mind's eye, I want you to picture 3 doors. Are these doors far away? Are they close? Are they wood? Are they metal? Are they painted? What colors are they painted? Do they have numbers on them? Or do they have 1, 2, 3? Or are they just right side, center, left side? If they don't have numbers on them, I want you to put numbers on them right now. It can be in any order. Now I want you to look at these doors and which one is glowing? Which one looks bigger than the other ones? What number is bigger? What number is jumping out to you? If you were to put your hand out to turn a knob on any of those doors, which one would you choose? Which door would you choose? 1, 2, or 3? If you need a little bit more time, that's okay. Just pause the video now. All right. So hopefully you've picked your door, and let's reveal what cards we're using today. And remember, this is a generic message for you. It's something that the cards want you to know is important for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it may be important for you in the next little while, anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. All right? So I've got my Baba Studio cards on the table. If you pick door number 1, that's a Fantastic Menagerie Tarot. If you pick door number 2, that's the Victorian Romantic Tarot. And if you pick door number 3, that's the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. All right, so without further ado, let's get started with door number 1, the Fantastic Menagerie Tarot. What mystical message do we have for you today? Door number 1. For the door number 1 people, what's a message? What's an important message the cards want to tell the people who chose door number 1? People who chose door number 1, what's a message that you have to tell? What's the message for door number 1? What's the message? Oh, 9 of Coins. Could be coming into some success, door number 1. Queen of Swords. If you're waiting for some kind of legal agreement, 4 of Coins, you will be that money will be released to you. If you're waiting for some money to be released to you due to a contract or a will or for any reason, actually, a bonus, it's on the way. Definitely on the way in the next little while. Door number 1, what's the message? That was a bonus message. What's the message for, geez, they're ready, for door number 1? Okay. Strength. This card is actually a double-edged sword, the Strength card. It can either mean that you have to hold your ego in check or you have to hold somebody else's ego in check. 4 of Swords. Let's see here. 3 of Swords. Okay. It looks like you've had some kind of betrayal, some kind of bad news, and you need to recover from it. I think this is now that I see this with the Strength card, I see this is you need to keep your ego in check to stay healthy, right? Sometimes what's the saying about turning the other cheek? It's not always the best advice, but in this case, I think this betrayal has hit you hard. It doesn't have to be a romantic betrayal. It could be somebody who promised you to do something and they didn't. Maybe they said, oh, I'll get you a job, and they didn't. Maybe, I'll come by and help you paint your house, and they didn't. It doesn't always have to be romance. It can be romance. It can be a betrayal in romance, or a partner that's decided to check out. And with this strength card here, you have to have strength enough to keep your ego out of it. Because when we get our ego into a conflict, that's when the conflict escalates. Sometimes it's not necessarily turning the other cheek. It's doing what's right for you. And doing what's right for you is getting over this as soon as possible, rather than letting your ego run amok and like, how could you do this to me? And don't you know what this has done to me? And just creating more strife for yourself. So this is telling me that whatever this is, you need to recuperate from it. Don't deny that. Don't say, I'm fine. No, take some time to recuperate, even if it's just going for a massage or, taking yourself out on a nice tea date or a wine date, or doing something nice for yourself, getting a book and a pot of tea and reading in bed kind of thing. Definitely means to take some time and nurture yourself. And look at that, the clock agrees with me. Knight of Swords in reverse. You may have just received I just want to make sure this is fitting in, a personal attack. You might feel this is personal, door number 1. You might be feeling that this is personal. I'm not denying you weren't attacked. You were, especially if you were attacked with words. What says sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I call bull on that. I think sometimes words reverberate for a long time after that bone is healed. 8 of Wands. Well, we'll see where this 8 of Wands is. This is definitely telling you to move forward, move on. Look at this. Leave this all in the past and look forward to what's coming. King of Cups. Wow. So if this is a romantic situation, if somebody has, it's going to resolve itself. It's going to resolve itself. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but you'll resolve it. If it's not a romantic situation, then you may need the counsel of a wise person. So this would be perhaps your spouse. If it was somebody who betrayed you, let's say they offered you a job and they never pulled through, or they ghosted you after that. This is considering wise emotional counseling. So this even could be a therapist, a life coach, a counselor, or it could be like a trusted male friend, your brother. Generally, the King of Cups is somebody your own age, not necessarily your father. Your father would be the King of Pentacles, or an older uncle, for example. King of Cups is somebody your own age. So even a male friend that you trust, that is, can see a different side of the story, take your ego out of it. But especially if it's your spouse, they might be able to help you get over it. Queen of Cups. Now that's you being emotionally stable. Getting over this, definitely. Ace of Cups. See, door number 1, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be just fine. King, Queen, Ace of Cups. I see a very healthy resolution to this. Whatever this betrayal is, there's a very healthy resolution. And actually, you may even grow emotionally because of this. If this is a betrayal by a partner and they've left you, somebody's coming right behind them. They're right behind them. And look, you both are looking at each other with this love in the middle. So as you're crying over losing one, when one door closes, another door opens. King of Swords. Wow, lots of players in this. So I don't know what's going on with you, door number one, but you got some powerful stuff coming to you. If you're going through a divorce right now, the judge will be on your side. You'll have a good lawyer. You'll have good counsel. You'll shine in their eyes. Let's see underlying here. 10 of coins. Big money. Big money. If you are suing somebody right now, you're definitely going to win, and you're going to win really big. If this is something you do with a family inheritance, and you feel betrayal, you didn't get your fair share, my advice, well, that's what my sources are telling me, is to get a good lawyer. And the judge will be sympathetic to you. Of course, this is tarot card reading, right? Please see the disclaimer down below, but that's what my cards are telling me. What you can definitely come over this betrayal. So even if it was, let's say it was a promised job and they backed out at the last minute, you may want to talk to a lawyer about that. You've got big money here, 10 of coins in reverse, and the judge is on your side. And for some reason, everybody loves you. Everybody's going to love you because you've taken this time to recharge yourself, and you're not making it about your ego. You're making it about the actual incident that happened and the attacking of the words, right? I'm getting more that this was definitely like this wasn't a physical attack. Let's put it that way. This was either like a contractual thing, or harsh words that were spoken, that kind of thing. Even if it's just harsh words that were spoken, it doesn't mean you have to get a lawyer. It also could be the King of Swords here, that people will see your point of view and side with you, if you will. But your future looks great. You've got great love. If there's something here that's disrupted your relationship, it will definitely come back. It might be at the hand of a good friend. Now, the King of Swords can be somebody who is older than you. So maybe if you have a much older brother, an uncle, a father figure, although father is more pentacles, but King of Swords can be a father figure as well, stern father, a father who is like really by the rules, but fair. Or this could also be a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius male friend who you can count on. But I see big money in your way. Love and money. Well, what else do you want? It'll fix anything, right? Well, good luck with that. Yeah, this is going to be resolved very, very soon with this 8 of Wands here. Very soon. No longer than 8 weeks. I'll tell you that. Could be resolved as fast as 8 days, but you'll get notice here very soon. And it looks like everything is on your side. All right. Well, thank you, door number one, for following along, and I sure hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you thought, if the reading resonated with you. And again, if it didn't, maybe this is something that might happen in the future, and the cards are warning you, chill, you're going to be just fine. All right. On to door number 2, the Victorian Romantic Tarot. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that your question will be about romance. Oh, that's just the card. This doesn't mean your question will be about romance. It's just it could be, though. It could be, though. All right, so door number 2. Let's clear the air. Door number 2. Door number 2. What is the most important message you have for door number 2? What is the most important message you have for door number 2? What is the most important message you have for door number 2? What is the most important message you have for door number 2? I see smoke, like cigarette smoke. Are you smoking right now, or are you thinking of somebody who smokes? I see it out of the corner of my eye, and nobody smokes in my house. Oh, the devil in reverse. That means if you're watching this, you pick door number 2. Can you please quit smoking? That's a message for you to let it go, or it might be a good time to quit smoking. It might feel like easy time. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying, because we asked what's the most important message that you need to know. Well, that was unique. That's never happened before. I get a pre-message. Oh, okay, I think they're ready, but let's see. What's this one here? Ooh, 10 of Swords in reverse. Are you coming off a really rough time? Door number 2. And you're wondering, can it get any lower? And the answer is no. You've hit rock bottom, and now it's time to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. Okay, I'll give that one more shuffle just to get that card in. The Lovers in reverse. I have a feeling you're going through something here. Door number 2. I better get, I just want to shuffle them one more time to get that card mixed up in there. All right, cards are ready. Now the Lovers is upright. Do you see that? That was crazy. There's no way I could have done that. The Lovers, a choice. 5 of Pentacles. Are you having relationship problems right now? I know I said just because this was romantic tarot, it doesn't have to do anything with romance, but it looks like 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles with the Lovers. There's something going on here. Are you in separation right now? Are you arguing about something? Do you feel lonely within your relationship? I'm only saying this because the Lovers showed up first upside down, and now they're right side up. Are you feeling like you have to fight for your lover's attention? Ooh, the Devil in reverse now this way. I just want to make sure I'm in the camera. Okay. Oh, that's a bum. I better cover that up. The Devil in reverse again. Interesting. Now this is a dragon with dragon fire and smoke. There's smoke on here. You know what, if I was watching this and I was a smoker, I'd be really considering quitting for whatever reason. Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. All right. If you are having romantic partnership problems, it's, there's never a good time, but this would be a good time to call it quits. Most of the time I encourage people to, as long as the cards are pointing that way, to repair what's going on. But when the Queen of Swords here shows up, and that's my divorce card, and then the Ace of Pentacles, that means the divorce will be, if you start the divorce now, if you let go now with the Devil here in reverse, it'll be an easy separation, right? Doesn't mean it's going to be like, super, super easy, but it won't invoke the nastiness that can sometimes go on with a ending of a relationship. Actually, if you're fighting and you're feeling lonely, this is like, you can see it coming. The cards are saying, just do it. Just plant that seed of separation, believe it or not. And let go. This would be a really easy time to let go of any kind of bad habits or anything that's not applicable in your life. Ace of Cups. Here comes new love. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So maybe hanging on to this other relationship is stopping you from actually meeting the person that you're really supposed to be with. And there are times that the universe provides us a time to step away from a relationship, and it's less painful than it would have been at other times. It's almost like a door opens up. And yes, it'll be painful, but it's less painful. And that's what I'm seeing here, that if this is the time that you want to leave this relationship, you know what? This doesn't have to be love. This could be a work situation that you have. Um, the Hanged Man, yeah, it's in reverse. It's time to go, baby. It's time to go. There's nothing more that you can squeeze out of this relationship, whether it's work, whether it's love relationship. Maybe you're just starting to date and you're like, oh, is this? Should we make this? No, no. The cards are very clear. Um, Move on. Definitely move on. There's fresh new love coming for you. Three of Cups upright. Um, what's the underlying here? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this whatever this partnership is here with the lovers, whether it's business, whether it's work, whether it's an actual partner, maybe it's the starting of a relationship. It is over. It is over. It's actually best that you move on. So whether you quit that job or quit the relationship, move on from the relationship, and, end it with your business partner somehow. It'll be very, like, it's not going to be, it's never joyful to separate anything like that, but it's going to be a lot easier on you. And you know what's going to happen if you don't? A third party situation could happen, and now you're really going to tangle stuff up. So, for example, you need to end this relationship, and you start talking to somebody at work, and they start giving you googly eyes, and you start going for coffee, and next thing you know, you're going for supper, and next thing you know, it's like you're wearing the same clothes to work the next day. Now you're going to complicate things. Now the breakup's not going to be so easy. Now the divorce isn't going to be so easy, especially if there's children involved. We've got the child here over top of the divorce card. Or let's say you're working with a job and another job starts to headhunt you, or you're applying for these other jobs and you call in sick at work so you can go try or take vacation time to go start this other job because you aren't quite sure if you want to move over. Then your old job figures out what you're doing. Now you've lost both jobs. So with this Three of Cups, it can be a lot of fun, but also the Three of Cups can be something that enters your situation that seems like fun at first, but it actually ends up detrimental to you. And if you're my teaching tarot, you learn that the Three of Cups is usually third partner. Three of Swords, the betrayal, is you discover the third partner. So this is maybe your business partner, maybe you start, talking to another business and, selling some secrets or something like that. And then your business partner finds out about it. Now you're in a heap of trouble. So if you do not, and this Knight of Pentacles in reverse is telling me this, this romance, this partnership is going nowhere. It's absolutely going nowhere. There's no more movement at all. It's in reverse. They're stuck. It's stuck. And like I say, normally I say the cards will show me how to get out of this stuckness. In this respect, they're telling you just cut your losses. All right. And this is a good time to remind you, this is a tarot card reading. Please don't take all your actions just on what you watch on a tarot card reading on YouTube. I'm just hoping that gives you something. I give the cards and my interpretation of them give you something to think about, especially if you have children and you're thinking of leaving your partner. To do it gracefully and with the least amount of pain, you have a window of opportunity. How long that window of opportunity is, I would say about 5 weeks. So you don't have to do this tomorrow. But if you don't take that window of opportunity, something's going to happen that the universe forces your hand. Maybe your partner has a third party. And now you have to leave, and now the universe has forced you to leave. Not that everybody who finds out their partner has a side piece leaves them. It's just, the universe will continue to set it up until you leave. So you can either do it the easy way or you can do it the difficult way. And we ask the cards, what's the most important thing you need to know? It's about a choice that you have made and a choice that you need to make. And the choice is, how do you move on from that? So I just want to reiterate here, the cards are telling us that if you're afraid you'll never be loved again, love is coming. If you're afraid you'll never find a job again, a job is coming. Again, don't just quit your job and then wait for this other job. You can look at the same time, just don't overlap them at all. Don't buddy up with another business person while you're still with the other business person. Don't try and pull in a third party into your relationship. That's what the cards are very, very clear about. All right. Interesting. Door number 2. I bet you were. Let me know if this resonates with you at all. And I understand this is something might be kind of private, so you might be worried that somebody's watching your comments. Yeah, interesting. Take good care. Door number 2. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, on to door number 3. Door number 3. What's the message for you? Door number 3. The Bohemian Gothic Tarot. This is my newest Baba Studios deck. Very pretty, darker colors, but not necessarily darker reading. Okay, so door number 3. What message do the cards have for door number 3? What message do the cards have for door number 3? Door number 3. 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 Cards are ready. We didn't have any jumpers. That's interesting. Oh, look at that. This is a solid reading. Not that the other ones are. The Star in reverse. Okay, door number 3. Are you in some kind of emotional or physical healing right now? Are you feeling hopeless? Are you feeling like you'll never get over this cold? Your back will never feel better again. Like, let's see, what are the cards trying to tell us? Knight of Cups in reverse. 7 of Wands upright. Okay. Have you been doing too much? Door number 3. Have you been doing too much? And so you've had to pull back on some of the activities that you're doing. And people are wondering why, what's going on. I'm almost getting I'm getting a Catherine situation here. She's healing. She's pulled back from her duty. She's healing. And yet people are like poking at her. What's wrong? What's wrong? Tell us. And you're defending yourself and saying, I need this time. I don't feel well. I'm tired all the time. I've got headaches, got possible headaches here. With her holding her head there. Migraines, headaches, maybe you're feeling dizzy, some vertigo, and you've pulled back on your activities and now you have to defend yourself. So maybe your work is asking for, a doctor's note, or, the kids are like, oh, Mom, when are you going to get out of bed and drive me to hockey, drive me to piano? Have you signed my school notes, etc., etc. And you're like, can you just please leave me alone? Just leave me alone, please. That's actually a weird 7 of Wands. Look at it. He's defending himself. Well, this is Gothic, so the Tower in reverse. Okay, door number 3. Let me see, I just want to make sure this fits in. Okay, door number 3. You know what we've got here? This is somewhat a making of your own doing. You ran the candle at both ends. Maybe you took on too much. Maybe you weren't looking after yourself, not sleeping properly, not eating properly, not exercising. This is something, right? Because the Tower upright is the hand of God, and in reverse is the hand of you. And it's a slow moving train wreck. And that doesn't mean, what I like about that slow moving train wreck is that there's time to stop it. There's time to stop. 9 of Pentacles. This is actually costing you money and status and opportunity. So again, is it some kind of stress? Is it mental health issue? Like a depression, anxiety, that kind of thing. And it's from burning the candle at both ends, from taking on too much, from when you should have been resting. You should have had your 4 of Swords moment and rested. You didn't. You continued and continued and continued. And now you're at the breaking point. And now you have to defend yourself for taking the time to fix all of this. But this has definitely cost you money and opportunities. So whether that's, you're not getting paid sick pay at work, or you're missing out on opportunities. So like, for example, if I have a headache, I can't read cards, so I'm missing out on money and opportunities. So you might be doing the same thing. The opportunities could even be, being with your children. Maybe instead of you being with your children, you have to hire a babysitter because you're laying in bed with this massive migraine. So it's costing you money and opportunities. What's going on? The Sun. Well, the Sun is going to come out eventually. The Sun is definitely going to come out. Look at how dark this is, and all of a sudden, ta-da! Like you can hear almost angels singing, love. Here comes the Sun. Here comes the Sun to shine a spotlight on things, to brighten your world, to help nurture things along. Oh, Ace of Pentacles, good one. So yes, you're going to go through this dark cycle, but here comes the Sun. The Sun is also healing, because what's the Sun? The Sun is a star. So this is the star in the date. The Sun is a star. And here it is glowing and healing and bright new starts. And also the Sun is the top of the head, the eyes, the top of the head, because the Sun touches the top of your head first. Oh, that's an information card. Knight of Pentacles. But you know what? Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady will win this race. Slow and steady. Interesting, if you look at this Knight of Pentacles, he's holding his head. This is the Headless Horseman. And on this Ace of Pentacles, there's the skull up there. I just saw that correspondence there. That slow and steady wins the race. Do not go racing back into the situation that got yourself in this mess in the first place. The healing is definitely going to happen. Healing is only going to happen when you defend you say no. The 7 of Wands is the say no card. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. There's probably 6 things that you have to say no to without excuses. No is a complete sentence. I know some of you need to hear this. Say it with me. No. No is a complete sentence. So there might be 6 things that you need to back away from with the Knight of Cups here. Pull back on. Doesn't mean forever. Just right now, you need to get into the healing mode, because it's costing you money. It's you've got to turn this slow train wreck around. The first thing you have to do is stop it, right? What's that saying? When you're digging a hole, the first thing you need to do is put the shovel down. So the first thing you need to do to stop this train wreck is to heal this, is just to stop. No, stop. And even that alone, getting some of these things off your plate, It's going to create some healing for you with this Ace of Pentacles here. And then you can plant new seeds of what your extension of your time looks like. And it's going to be slow and steady. It's going to be what's important. What's most important to you, so you don't lose your head again. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you know what? Let's see, underline. Two of Pentacles. I think this has a lot to do with work, door number 3. More so than any, I'm not getting any kind of love cards or family cards. I think this is definitely, you have to learn to say no, whether it's at work, whether it's, volunteer work, even if you're a homemaker, it's time to say no and let other people help you. And you have to do it slow and steady. If you jump right into it with this Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles upright is buying and selling, merching, budgeting, money in, money out. When it's in reverse like that, it's you've made up your decision. Basically, you've bought the article, the item, the article, and now it's yours. So there's no more wheeling and dealing. The decision has been made. This Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now upright is you have to work really hard to obtain something. In reverse is there's nothing you can say or do will make whatever brought you to your knees work. It's just time to let it go, to plant new pentacles, but slow and steady, not what you were doing. Here we got Seven of Wands upright and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me like sevens are almost closer to the end. They aren't beginnings, they're ends of middles. And do not go back to what you were doing. Oh, look at that. The clock agrees with me. The clock agrees with me. And same thing with the Two of Pentacles here in reverse. Don't go back to what you were doing, whatever you were doing, because you're going to cycle right back to where you are. So whether that means finding a new job, Ace of Pentacles can be finding a new way of making money, planting new seeds, but something that's better suited to your pace. Better suited to your pace. Interesting, these two cards are side by side. They're horses that are standing still. So they give you strength, they give you height. The bigger one gives you protection, but you feel very secure on them. They aren't moving, they aren't galloping. They're just supporting you. So don't go back to what you're doing. You have to find something that's much more suitable to what you're doing. Now, if you say, I'm retired, I'm not working, well, then maybe you're doing too much around the house. Maybe it's time to downsize into a smaller apartment, for example. But if you continue to go to what you were doing that created this situation in the first place, it's just going to loop itself over and over and over. You have to start something fresh. Also with this Seven of Pentacles here is put your shovel down. What you're doing isn't working. And that could even be like, what medication are you taking for your headaches? Maybe you have to look at something completely different. Maybe it's a food problem that you're having. Because pentacles can be our food, our sustenance, right? So maybe you're having, maybe you're allergic to gluten and you didn't realize it, and it's causing a whole bunch of brain fog and headaches and whatnot. You need to examine what, especially here with the Sun, something fresh, something new beginnings, and figure that out, and figure out whatever that is. New job, new food, new living situation, whatever. Maybe, you know what, sometimes even if you're over exercising, you can stress yourself out. So maybe you have to slow that down. But if you continue doing what you're doing, you're going to continue getting what you're getting. And that's a road to nowhere. That'll just keep activating this Tower card here and activating the loss of money and opportunity. Start something fresh. Look for something. I would even go as far as to look at something that you've never done before. So maybe you've never investigated that gluten can cause headaches. Maybe you've never investigated how your diet affects your moods or your energy levels, right? Maybe you've never investigated, maybe there's something at the office in the air, but there's something brand new that you need to incorporate. If you just go back to what you're doing, you're going to end up right back where you started. All right. Let me know how did this resonate with you. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you right now, watch for it in the next 2 weeks to 30 days and see if all of a sudden you're getting headaches, or you have to call in sick to work, or you just don't have the energy levels. Think back to this and think, oh, there's something I need to look at. There's something I need to change. And I have to take the time to let my body heal. I have to pull back on a few things and figure this out. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I sure hope you appreciated this as much as I appreciate doing them for you. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.